Welcome to Football with Cheese. Okay, in this video, right into it. I'm going to preview the London game between the Rams and Jaguars, a very important game for both teams. If you did not check out, I'll link it in one of these boxes at the end. I did a whole video, a short video, but I did a whole video on the league cracking down on the peanut punch, basically making it harder for defenders. If you don't hit the ball, if you actually hit the player anywhere besides the ball, you could get a 15-yard personal foul penalty. So make sure you check that out. And obviously, subscribe if you have not, if you're new to the channel. And hit the bell so you never miss a video. I've noticed a lot of people don't watch the London game or maybe watch the second half, run errands or go to church. And I hope for your sake you missed the Broncos-Jets game last week. It was awful to watch. God, it was torture. But anyway, I think this game's going to be really fun. But first thing we're going to go over is injuries. Devin Lloyd, who's having an outstanding season, the linebacker for the Jaguars, is out. He's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. He has two humongous pick six and 2 wins for the Jaguars this year. And the big one for the Rams is Puka Nacua, one of the best receivers in the NFL, was on pace to shatter the record for catches in a season. He has a foot injury, so he is out. And then Rob Havenstein, the right tackle for the Rams, is also out. So, both teams are 4-2. Both teams really need this win. And here's why. Obviously, it's a London game. You have a bye next week. You do not want to go on the bye 4-3. You want to go on the bye 5-2. For the Jaguars, you need to keep pace with the Colts. If the Colts beat the Chargers and you lose the Rams, you're 2 games out of the division lead. And as far as the Rams go, they're in a 3-way tie for first with the 49ers and Seahawks. So they want to stay in first place. If they lose, they could be not just a game out, but a game out of 2 teams. There are 2 teams you have to catch. So both teams really need this win. Let's talk about matchups, because that's what the NFL is really about. College football as well, but even more so the NFL, matchups. Because some teams have strengths and weaknesses and match up better with others. This could be a tough game for the Jaguars. Last week, for the first time all season really, their weak offensive line got exposed. Against the Seahawks, they gave up 7 sacks because the Seahawks have a very good pass rush, but so do the Los Angeles Rams. And that is the strength of their defense, is that defensive line. What the Jaguars need to do, if I am in charge of the game plan, I want to run the ball with Travis Etienne, who's having a really good season. Run early and often and get ahead. Because if you get behind that Rams pass rush, it's going to get to you. And the Rams' weakness in past years was run defense. It's a little better this year. One of the most underrated players in the NFL, no one ever talks about. We talk about him on this channel, Poona Ford. He's a 5'11", 315-pound defensive tackle. He's played for the Seahawks. He played for the Chargers last year, and I think the Chargers should have re-signed him. I think their run defense is worse without him, and I think the Rams' run defense is better. So it's not as easy to run the Rams as it has been in the past, but that's what you have to do. You have to run the Rams. You have to get ahead early. Because the Jaguars have been winning games by getting interceptions. They lead the league in forced interceptions with 10. But Matthew Stafford's only thrown 2. So you cannot count on that. And the Jaguars forced 0 turnovers last week against the Seahawks, and they lost. So you cannot count on turnovers. That's how they've been winning. They lead the league in +8, but the Rams are +3. So like I said, you cannot count on that. Even without Puka Nacua, I don't expect Stafford to throw a lot of interceptions. Another problem the Jaguars have had is Brian Thomas Jr. has not looked the same. I think it's pretty obvious at this point he doesn't want to catch the ball if there's a defender anywhere near him. He's obviously frustrated. Trevor Lawrence puts receivers in harm's way, probably more so than any quarterback in the league. And he just doesn't want to catch the ball over the middle. So that's an issue. But the Rams have some issues as well. I don't like Sean McVay's play calling this year. Obviously, Puka Nacua is out. I do think Tutu Atwell will be featured in the game plan a little more. He's their down-the-field threat. So this should be a good game. The Rams by 3.5. I really believe that if Puka Nacua was playing this game, it'd be closer to 5.5 or 6. I just think it's a tough matchup for the Jaguars offensive line. And Trevor Lawrence, he'll make some good throws. He's got talent, no doubt about it, but he makes some really dumb throws that could cost you. So I am going to take the Rams. You never know what to expect in London. The Broncos obviously were awful last week, but they won because they played the Jets. So one team could just show up and the other team could not. So you really never know. These are tough games to pick, but I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, if you do not watch it, I will, and I'll recap it on Monday or Tuesday next week. Okay, so let me know in the comments below, who do you think is going to win this game? You think the Rams or the Jaguars? Are you actually going to watch it? Are you going to get up early enough? I know it's tough on the West Coast people. Subscribe if you have not. Hit the bell for notification, all that. Please give me a thumbs up. Really helps out the channel. Share this with anyone who loves football as we continue to grow football with cheese. Got at least one more preview coming. I have to do Cardinals-Packers because, believe it or not, that is a very important game for both teams, more than you probably realize. And tomorrow morning, look out for the Monday Night Football game previews. There's 2 games this week. They're huge games. So I'm definitely going to preview both of them. And check out Lights Out Podcast every Tuesday night. Me and Mike, we talk baseball, college football, and of course, NFL. Check these out if you have not. And I'll see you in the next video.